All right, guys, we got a 2017 Malibu, and this is my neighbor's car. And what she said was that at night, whenever she pulls up and she shifts to park, she gets out of the vehicle, up on the uh, information center, it says shift to park, and she found out that her headlights would not time out and shut off. So the headlights were staying on. So, sure enough, whenever you look right there, it says shift to park. So what I want to do is get the scan tool hooked up, and we're going to see if we can figure out what's going on with the switches. And I noticed that the headlights are off right now, so I'm wondering if it's because it's daylight and the light sensor needs to be covered up. Now, when I pulled it over here, it went into drive. It went into all the gears just fine. But I'm going to cover the lights up with a rag, and we're going to see if we can duplicate what she's talking about. So I want to start it up. I'm going to turn the automatic lights to on. Okay, automatic lights are on, and the headlights are on right now. So I'm simulating nighttime. We are in park. It is showing to be in park. Reverse, neutral, drive, low. And when I hit the manual shift, all that seems to work. There's drive, neutral, reverse, back to park. Let's shut the engine off. And see, it says shift to park, even though I'm in park. The headlights are on. Let me get the scanner hooked up, and we'll go from there. All right, guys, so we got the scan tool hooked up. Now I'm just going to do a high-speed scan, and we will see what all codes this thing's got, and we'll go from there. Lights are still on. Doors are shut. We are in park, but the shift to park information is up on the instrument panel. Looks like we do have some codes here. What do we got? Power steering. That shouldn't have anything to do with this. They did, so the battery ran down, and they did get it jump started, but they found out the battery was pretty much dead. So they did put a new battery in it. And that might be why we have some codes here. Obviously the TPMS, that's probably because we have a bad TPMS sensor. Let's see here. Okay, let's go into the transmission control module. We're going to go into read data stream. Let's see what we got under transmission data. Okay. Driver shift request, driver shift control mode, internal mode switch. Definitely want those. I'm hoping there's a switch at the shifter and not. I know there's switches in the transmission, but hopefully those are not going to be the problem child. So let's go ahead and hit OK to that. Okay, so the internal mode switch is shown to be in park. Let's go ahead and start it. Power, I'm going to go to reverse. Okay, all that looks good. The internal mode switch shifted to reverse. We're in neutral. We're in drive. We're in manual. I'm going to hit the plus and minus buttons on top of the shifter. Okay, that's downshift. So that button's working, and that's upshift. So that button's working. So let's go to, that's drive, neutral, reverse, park. The Prindle seems to be working fine. Let me show you that. I'm going to go to reverse, neutral, drive, low, back to drive, neutral, reverse, park. So all that's working fine. So it looks to me like the internal switch or switches in the transmission are good. Everything's looking good on the scan tool. Let me show you the diagrams here that I pulled up. So here's the internal switches in the transmission. In fact, right there, internal transmission, internal mode switch. This is internal to the transmission. Generally, it's on the valve body. And that's what tells the transmission what gear it needs to shift in. All those appear to be working fine. This, specifically this switch right here, or this set of contacts, park position switch, is the switch that's in the shifter assembly. Transmission shift lever. All this is in the, is right here. You'd have to pull all this up. So I'm thinking that this is the switch right here that is causing, let me see if we shut it off now. It's shown to be in park. When it's running, it does not say shift to park, but if I kill it, it says shift to park, even though we're in park. I'm going to rattle the shifter around. Yeah, it's completely open. It's showing to be in park, or in a gear. It's showing not to be in park. It's wanting us to shift it in park, even though we are in park. So I'm thinking this is the switch that we have the problem with. Now, to verify that 100%, you could either get to this connector, or this right here is the body control module. I could access the body control module, get to this pin here, 13, and then shift the shifter back and forth and see if the set of contacts open and close. And to be 100% sure that's what you'd have to do, I'm going to go with that. This is a switch problem. So I'm just going to order the switch assembly, and we're going to replace the switch in here and go from there. Let's see if we can find anything else in the driver shift control mode switch. Let's take a look at that. It says on. I'm going to shift it out of park. Okay, so that is not changing. I'm pretty sure that should change to on to off, depending on if you're in park or in any other gear, and it's not. So that kind of verifies that that switch for the shifter is not working. So I'm gonna order a switch for this car, and then whenever we get it in, we're gonna replace it. And they'll just have to manually turn their headlights off to make sure that it doesn't drain the battery. Anyway, all right, guys, we're back on the Malibu. I've got the switch in. This is the same switch that the Camaro takes for the key lock problem. So we're going to replace this. Should be pretty easy. To get this console up, I'll show you the easiest way I found to do it. Pull this little pocket out so that you can kind of reach down here and grab the lip of the console. And just kind of snap it up. I'm gonna start the car, shift the shifter to neutral. If you take a little plastic pry tool from the front, pry that up, and then pry it forward. Now you want to grab your, I could probably just rotate this, but I'd like to get this completely out of the way. So I'm going to pull this whole shifter knob off, just grab it, kind of twist it and pull up. It takes a little bit to do, but it's going to make this job a lot easier. I'm just going to lay this to the side, and let me reposition the camera. I'm going to have to get in on the other side. And this is what we're looking at right here. So this cover right here with these two little wires going up to it, that's where the switch is at. And I'm just going to very gingerly try to snap this off without breaking anything. Of course, they put a little tab right back here. Let me get a different tool. See if I can get this one in there. There's no room. There we go. There's no room to get behind it. So you just got these three little tabs you got to pull up. And hopefully see the switch right here. And it just pulls right out of there. And it's just a little micro switch. All right, I got to show you my new portable soldering station. Check this out. Runs off a Dewalt 20-volt battery. This thing is sweet. Comes up to temp quick. You're able to carry it wherever you need to solder. And I'm probably gonna have to get in your way a little bit. Old one's desoldered. Kind of smooth out the solder on the tips of these wires. And that should do it right there. I'm going to go ahead and put the cover on, and we're going to give it a try. Park. We should not get a shift to park message, and it doesn't look like we are, so that should have took care of the problem. I could hook the scan tool up just to make sure that it, you know, is working, but I'm 100% confident that this fixed this problem. Anyway, there you go. This little switch, I'll put the part number in the description of where you can get those switches. Just in case you guys want to see the console go back together, put the front in first, snap the main console in, take your shifter. You've got this set of contacts. Just make sure that it is going to go down into the little socket there. You got your hole. You're going to take and do it just like that. Shift to neutral. Put the aft end of this bezel in, and you're done. Anyway, you guys take care. We'll see you.